Hey guys, welcome to Prince of Peace Tarot. I'm Justin, and today I'll be doing a reading for those of you with Sagittarius placements in your chart. So if you have Sagittarius anywhere within your chart, this reading could resonate. And if it does, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. Okay guys, so before I jump into your spread, let's say a prayer. Infinite Creator, Olodumare, to my higher self, my Ori, Ashu, Obatala, to the Agum Marine Laye, Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, to my benevolent ancestors, known and unknown, Florian Williams, Norman Williams, Exius Willie, thank you for allowing me to source the most accurate reading for those with Sagittarius placements in their chart. All right, guys, let's jump into your reading. 3-card spread, including the top and bottom of the deck. I even have some oracle cards out for you. This relationship thing is something that we cannot get away from, so let's talk about it, all right? We have, I think I said it's a 3-card spread. We have the Fool clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Air, Fool in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the 10 of Air, 10 of Swords in reverse. We have the 3 of Swords in the upright, clarified by the enslaved prisoner. Top of the deck, 3 of Wands, clarified by the devil. 3 of Wands in reverse, clarified by the devil. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands, clarified by the 8 of Fire, or 8 of Wands. This combination came out again. All right? Now, guys, this relationship is so toxic. Like, oh, it's toxic AF. And it's like, oh, I don't know who this is who cannot get out of this. I pray to God, but I see why. Fool in reverse is telling you to stop. One thing you should stop doing, something that will help you get away from this person, you need to stop having sex with them. Somebody is a bull, okay? Or you bring the bull out of somebody. Okay, I'm seeing this like either the sex between the two of you is good, or one or the other heightens the other person's sexuality. They may become better at sex from, having sex with you, but there's this strong sexual feeling here. Look, do you see this? Ace of Wands, clarified by the 8 of Fire. We have a phallus and we have explosions. Somebody is either putting that thing on this and making it explode like pom pom pom, or when they put that thing on you, you get to explode it. One or the other. But this is, this is a strong, this is why they're saying Fool in reverse. Stop. One of the best ways that will get you off of that is to stop the sex. I think you recognize that the relationship is toxic, that there's something wrong, but there is a definite sexual tie. I want to show you, you are caught up in a third party situation. And there's a financial aspect here as well too. When you get too many 3s, I always tell you guys there's too many people involved in the relationship. So you got the 3 of Swords clarified by the enslaved prisoner. Okay? Then you have the 3 of Wands clarified by the devil. You have 2 3s clarified by 2 cards that represent chains. This card doesn't depict, the original image of the 2 people chained up by the devil, but, it's still here. 2 cards with 3s represented by chains. This is not by accident. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple things, like what they're trying to tell you is this dynamic of always a third party will always be with this person. When you get the devil and the Fool, you're dealing with a very immature energy, but one of a compulsive nature, okay? One where this person is always going to need a third energy. They're always going to compulsively be having sex or shopping or something like that. Like, you guys are dealing with somebody who is a consuming, pleasure consumer, okay? Now, you will be chaining yourself to some sort of heartache. This dynamic, you may have entered into a dynamic with a person who already was in a back and forth cheating dynamic with one person, got with you, and is doing the same thing with you. Or y'all always do this or something like that. I don't know like how long this has been going on, but it's got to stop. If you are like new to this situation, like this isn't an ongoing thing, It's warning you here with 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords in reverse, both being in the reverse, about abandonment. I'm trying to tell y'all, after this is over, there is something better for you. These being in reverse is trying to tell you to let go of the lack. This relationship represents lack. Emotional and financial lack is tied to the same thing. This is why I'm picking up on the finances here too as well. They're one and the same. I'm trying to tell you, there is a lingering hurt or heartache that has drawn you to this relationship and will keep drawing you to relationships like this if you don't, like I said yesterday, walk around it when you see it. When you see this type of energy always trying to make itself available to you, it's okay to acknowledge it and then move around it. Just don't be subject to this because, damn. So what the thing is, and I've said this before about, making people who are like just a friend with benefits. I don't know how this got deeper than what it was supposed to be, but that's what ended up happening. I could see why you stuck around. I mean, if it was me, I probably would have stuck around. Like this seems like where is it at? Bring it to me. Where is it at? Right? But then somehow you or the other person roped this into something more. You got roped in. Look at this, the devil. See, so for others of you, you've been dealing with this person. There's a financial thing here. Someone, you or another person is either having a housing issue. Bills could be piling up around a particular person. I don't know if it's you or them. Could be them. Who knows? There's this need to, I'll tell you like this. So this person is sort of an opportunist, okay? They are always looking for somebody to give them a step up. They're looking to get ahead in some kind of way, but at the same time, they don't like to let go of stuff that they get a lot of pleasure from. So let's say they think that they can get with the next person because the next person got more money, but you got better sex. So all of these arguments and fights and stuff like this are going on because they're trying to keep you around for sex while they're trying to capitalize on something new here. This is why I'm like, somebody's, financial situation is messed up. Like you may not even want to give them financially. You may or may not have done this. You may be like, I'll give sometimes or I give none of the time. Boo, this is just this. You got me a little emotionally messed up in the head, but you ain't in my pockets, right? So they like, okay, like I know when I put the dick or the pee on them, like I could keep them around emotionally, but they don't give in financially and I need my finances met. So this is where they'll look out for other finances. Now, if that person doesn't have the finances and the sex that they're looking for, they're going to try to keep you. And they will, but this is the dynamic they like. This is the dynamic they maintain. They have to keep people. I mean, you're dealing with a classic narcissist here. Definitely. I mean, devil, fool, you're dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists are always caught up in their immaturity. They always want more than they can have. These issues here of finances, it happens either when you're in a financial situation or they are. Usually you get trapped up in a narcissist when you are in a state of lack, emotional lack, material lack, and then the sex is really hot. You project something stronger and it's not that. I'll be damned. I will be damned. And when you keep getting all these explosions, you are that person, it gives you a false sense of power or something like that. Like this false sense of power that, you have this person, like they're not going anywhere. Some of you even like the fact that they're not going anywhere, or like they can't get over your stuff. You can't get over me. But they think the same thing about you. So, and if you are the type of person who makes somebody's sex better, know that you can do that to multiple people. Not that I'm saying you should, but that you are kind of tricking yourself. Like you can have that experience elsewhere without all of this drama. Okay, hold on. Yeah, again, a delay. 8 of Wands. Again, with 8 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, you got 8 of Wands out here as a clarifier underneath the deck, past the Ace. Always pass the ace. So here, look. That clarified it. And then when it was in the deck, here it is again. 8 of Wands. This is a situation that's too hot. When you get the 8 of Wands and then with more fire, it's way too hot. This is the type of situation that could end up, like I told y'all before, getting violent, heavy arguments. Somebody's dealing with the King of Wands in reverse. Right after the 8 of Wands in reverse, we got King of Wands in reverse. This person uses their charisma and different things like that. Sexual energy, someone could be a little lazy, but they're also a delay. They're a delay. Somebody could be married, King of Wands in reverse with the 4 of Wands. Their family could even, they may live with their family, or their family backs them up with this behavior. Something like that with this 4 of Wands. They're either married or they live with family and their family backs them up. This is, spiritually, this is not good. 6 of Swords in reverse. Or this, you are not moving on with your life. This is either moving up in your spirituality, moving up possibly in your work, or moving away. Obviously not acting on information. Page of Swords with the 6 of Swords. It's hard for you to take something seriously. There is this family thing, a need for a higher spiritual. It's here, because look, I'm gonna show you. You got 66. You got the 6 of Wands past the 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands past 3 of Wands. 6 of Cups giving me angel number 66, but then the Hangman, which is a holdup. Okay, I'm getting a very, like I say, nostalgic sexual feeling. I think somebody's trying to win you over. Okay, or they applaud you for one aspect, like one, and I think it's just sex. I remember that's one thing my ex had said to me, and it was just like not a compliment. He said, because we were having sex after the breakup. And it wasn't a long time we were having sex, but you know how it is when you're breaking up. You know, you're not ready to let go. And he, in the sex, he was trying harder. It was better. But what was I going to say? He said, this is our thing. Because I think I told him, like, I can't keep doing this with you. And he said, but this is our thing. Meaning, this was what our thing was even when I met you. And all the while I'm thinking to myself, man, I thought it was more than that, but man, you're right. Like, this was what our thing is. This is our thing. And sex is not, I said this before, it's not anything to build anything on. You cannot build a foundation on sex. It's very temporary. Sex is the thing that should be an addition to a relationship. This is why 66 is here, because you need a more spiritual relationship. You're with the wrong one. If you would be a little patient, you'll find the right one and have a true victory. You need to look at more of a spiritual aspect of relationships. The reason why you don't is because of, if this, all of this lack in money, and it's not having to do with them, it has to do with a karmic cycle you're coming out of. Okay. Let's look at your oracle cards. Give me a sec. Let me move these. Move these up. We will see what we got. Okay. 5-card spread here. Your first card is soul activation, trapped, losing identity, intensity, dark night, top of the deck, right timing, bottom of the deck, control issues. Okay, so definitely this goes off the last thing I just said with coming out of a cycle and recognizing that you need more. 66, like, you need to raise your vibration to sort of understand what you truly want. Soul activation and dark night are connected. Okay, Here, so let me see what this says. Soul activation says, you're awakening to your soul purpose and claiming your place in the world, feeling inspired to showcase your gifts and talents. Woo! See, so, okay, this is really important because this relationship is preventing you from being fully within your soul, acting through your gifts and your talents. And that was one thing that I noticed as soon as my breakup was the breakup was happening, was when I got more into tarot, more into my own spirituality. It was like it had to be over. Things had gotten so volatile, right? Especially, with this 8 of Wands, a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, all that kind of stuff. So this is a breakdown that's necessary. Hold on, give me a second. You're going through sort of a dark night, you or your twin. Okay, so it says your twin flame could be experiencing a dark night of the soul, a period of spiritual desolation, disconnection, and emptiness inside. But I think it's you. I don't think it's them, because all of this energy of 3 and trapped and fool and the devil tell me that you're dealing with a very immature soul. Very immature soul, and that you are sort of going through something, but you want to hold on to something familiar, 6 of Cups in reverse, because the soul activation, feeling disconnected from people, feeling an emptiness is so uncomfortable, but it's part of your soul activation. Okay? Now, if you continue with this, you see how you have trapped? Right? But you have it here too. You'll be trapped here. 3 of Wands and the devil. Here too, 3 of Swords and the enslaved prisoner. Everything is clarifying itself. Hold on, let me so you can see it all. Get these fingers out the way. Right? You see all of this? Trapping you, hurting you. That 3 of Swords pain is all over her face. All over her. Right? All for what? Some sex. And then too, here, losing your identity. Losing identity. You feel like you are slowly losing yourself in the process of loving them and forgetting that you are also deserving of love. Man, you gotta escape this. You gotta escape this for your own awakening. You're forgetting who you truly are. You're missing out on the activation. Some of you are stopping. Like yesterday, I saw. I can't remember what it was, but it was something. It was clarified by the 7 of Pentacles. Judgment clarified by 7 of Pentacles is asking you to return to something to actually get where you got to go. I think some of you got so uncomfortable on the spiritual path that you ran back to something. For some of you, not all of you, ran back to something old, and it took you off course. And now it's time to go back and get that coconut at the top of the tree and complete something. Because with this person, you are not being your true self, being a sex slave. Because look, intensity. And look, this, I know it's intense, okay? Either because the both of you got it or you got it and have increased the situation, you triggered the other person to put more work in some kind of way. Whew, the intensity of this connection is very strong, deep, and intense. It's so overwhelming, you may run from it. And I think you should. You should run fast, okay, like a track star. All right? You better Marion Jones that thing. Usain Bolt, whatever. Now, the top and bottom of the deck make total sense to me. Right timing and control issues. This is you or the person, but I really feel like it's you. You don't want to wait. And you want to make things the way you want it to be. If it's not right now, I'm going to make it right. And it's just not right. And I keep telling y'all, like, it's just because it's not happening now doesn't mean it's not going to ever happen. This is where patience comes in. And nobody likes that word, but, patience is a virtue. And you win with patience. You get exactly what you want by being patient. One thing that I kind of pride myself on is that I don't jump into relationships really quickly after breakups. But what I did notice was that's how I knew I was in a karmic cycle, because I would wait a good minute before I would jump into a relationship. When I get in, I'm dealing with the same energy I left from years ago, right? So that's where I could understand that you are upset about the timing. Because that kind of got to me. It was like, I thought I gave myself a long enough break and that I should deserve or should have what I'm looking for right now. And it won't come. But like I'm trying to, your life is not just some regular old life. You have a soul activation happening. There's something different about you, and you need to be with the right person. And the right person is in your energy, but at the right time. You can't force it. And that's what I noticed. I can't force it, so I don't. That's something I've surrendered to. Understand? I don't force nothing with nobody. And the only time I ever find myself like, ooh, get into it is because of the attraction of it all. But then I always kind of pull myself back because I can't go through this kind of pain. Now, y'all are a real G. If y'all are leaving situations like this, in the past, and are just so willing to jump right back into the same thing, whether this be an old energy or you find yourself in a new third-party situation, and things have gotten to where you can't handle it. I really do feel like, some of y'all were like, we just gonna play around with this, and then it just turned into this whole thing. Don't let nobody control you. All right, you gotta keep people in their place. Okay, don't let nobody control you. The feet, your direction, where you're going in your life. Whew. Let me see, what else we got? Hold on. Yeah, some of you are just hold on to memories. There's I keep picking this up. Magical memories. There was something really good in the past that somehow this person keeps reminding you of, but then right behind memories is the same thing we keep getting. Running and chasing. It says you and your twin flame may switch back and forth between two roles, often out of fear of experiencing true intimacy. This person knows that because you're going through an activation, it sort of sparks something in them that recognizes their soul or patterns that they've gone through. You're starting to heal, could trigger healing for them, but they don't want to heal. They kind of are so used to their cycle and pattern that it angers them. So then they search out for a person who won't trigger them like that. And then look, and then you get ghosted. Because of your own vibration, they ghost you. It can be difficult to hear, but if someone is ghosting you and doesn't want to be with you, they are reflecting a lack of your own self-worth. They feel like I can leave you where you at. And I told y'all this earlier in the tarot. I told you, you will get abandoned because both of these are abandonment. 10 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, both in the reverse. And that time is over for you of constantly feeling abandoned. So if I tell you I'm not going to talk to you, I'm not going to answer your text when you text me, they feel like you don't have enough self-respect or self-worth. So then they think it's okay to do this. It can be difficult to hear it, but someone is ghosting you and doesn't want to be with you. Doesn't want to be with you. They are reflecting a lack of your own self-worth. Mania love. All right, and then blocked. This kind of love leads into madness and obsessiveness. Devil. Often wanting to reinforce your own value, which can lead to codependency, control issues, and it's blocked. You find yourself at this brick wall all the time. Your connection is blocked, either by a third party or some outside influences. Shift your focus on yourself and release them for now. And it's being blocked by a third party. It's being blocked by a third party. Here, 2 times. I'm trying to tell you, I keep telling y'all, it's somebody else involved. But consider it a blessing. Consider it a blessing that this type of energy is distracted by somebody else. There's this ability for you to become who you're supposed to be. Yeah, separation is happening. Separation to give you the freedom to walk on water so you can see the divinity within yourself, the power that you have, the freedom that you hold, the ability to create your own future. She's carefree right there. Don't hesitate. You got hesitation after that. Hesitation. All this rejection. Hesitation, causing inaction due to fears of rejection because of the previous behavior, or it may be that they don't fully trust the connection. Yeah, but you are hesitating. Y'all going in two different directions, and the only thing that is happening is a bunch of lust between you two and between them and somebody else. So if you don't want to hurt, lessons. These are all lessons. Don't take this stuff too serious. If you don't want to continue all of this pain, you know, or feeling like all I have is the pain, is to release it. You got to release this relationship because you are losing your identity, who you truly are. You're looking like this, you know, and you should be looking like this. Intact and free. Not broken and scattered. All right? Drop this, stop. They say, literally, just stop having sex with them. That will help this out a lot. You'll start gaining mental clarity again. You'll get your clarity if you just release all of this juicing on each other. Okay? All right, guys, that's what I have for you. If the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime that I put out a reading. You want to book a personal reading, the link to book is in the description box below.